Welcome to SSMyTeam software. In this demonstration, we will explore how to export emails and attachment from Outlook to PDF documents using the SSMyTeam Email to PDF plugin. Once installed, the PDF add-in shows up in the last section of your Outlook ribbon. There are many ways to convert your emails to PDF, depending on how you would like the attachment to appear in the final PDF document. Let's take up a few examples. Here is an email with some attachment. Let's convert it to PDF using the Save as PDF portfolio option. What this would do is convert the email to a PDF document, and the attachment present in the email will be inserted in their original formats in the PDF file. So if you open the PDF and compare that with the actual email in Outlook, you can see the attachment as files in their native state. You can open the individual attachment directly from the PDF. This is an ideal way for preserving the original format of your attachment in the exported PDF document. If you want to convert the attachment of the email to PDF, you can use the second option, which is the Save as Separate PDFs. This will convert the email and their attachment to their corresponding separate PDF files. You need not worry if the attachments are of different file formats, such as Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, or even images and compressed zip file. In fact, the add-in support more than 100 of popular file types for direct PDF conversions. So here you have 4 PDF files. The first one is the email, and the other 3 are the PDF versions of the attachment. They are in the original email. You can also use the option to save the attachment in their original format along with the PDF to your hard drive. So you have the email, which is in PDF, and the attachment are saved in their original format along with the PDF. You can also combine all the attachment into one PDF file. So what you'll have is a 2 PDF file from the email. The first one would be the PDF of the email, and the second one would be the attachment, which are all merged into one. So if you open up the PDF file, you can see there are 3 attachments. You can clearly see from the bookmark. There is Excel file, that's the Word document, and that's the PowerPoint slide. If you want to reorder the sequence of the attachment, they will appear in the final PDF document. You can also make use of the advanced option, where you can rearrange the sequence of the attachment. So if I want a Word document to appear first in the one PDF, you can do so, and you can save it. So if you see the one PDF file for the attachment, the Word document should appear first. Yeah. You can also combine the email and the attachment into a single PDF file. With this option, the admin will convert all the attachment to PDF pages before combining it with the email to produce one long continuous PDF file. So if you open up the PDF file and if you see the PDF file, this is the first few pages are the email. The second from the third, it's the attachment, basically the Excel's attachment, and that's the Word document, and that's the PowerPoint slide. So you can go to the individual email or the attachment from the bookmark. The good thing is each bookmark points to the first page of the emails or the attachment, and obviously this makes finding or referring to the individual email or the attachment within the PDF file much simpler and quicker. Now let's explore how to combine multiple emails into one PDF file. This can be done in two ways. The first is to combine all the pages of the emails and the attachment into one long continuous PDF file. For this, you have to select the combined selected emails into one PDF and say projects. It's proving its email and the attachment. So if you open the PDF file that has been created, yeah, you can see there are 110 pages, and if you see the bookmark, yeah, better. So we have selected 10 emails, and you'll find the same 10 emails on the bookmark. So each of the bookmark points to the email or the attachment within the PDF file. So if I click one of the attachment, it can be, if it is a compressed zip file, you'll see the add-in automatically converts the inner files into PDF. So the first email, it has 3 pages, and then this is the first attachment, which is basically a MSC file, and within the MSC file there is a attachment called sample PNG, and there is another text file as attachment. If you go to the second email, which is the luxury condo offer, it has 1 2 3 4 5 attachment, and let's compare that with, yeah, so three pages for the email, and the first attachment of this email 2 is the Word document, and the other is the MSC file, and within the MSC file there is another Word document as attachment. It has 5 pages, and this is the Excel attachment, luxury condo price, and it has 2 pages, and it has another Word document which is the luxury condo terms. It has 4 pages, and you have the PowerPoint slides which has 5 pages. So the bookmark conveys all the important messages of the email itself, like the number of pages, the number of attachment, and even it gives you the inner attachment of the MSC file if it is available as an attachment, or if you have a compressed zip file, it will also include the inner files and convert them to PDF. And let's see the other emails. Like for example here, this is a non-English language content, and you can see the add-in preserves the language settings in the PDF. So this is the Punjabi content. The 6th email is the Persian. The 7 is a Bengali. And the 8th email is the Urdu content. Let's see the Urdu content. Compare that with the PDF. The 9th is the Italian. And the last is Thai. So if we go to the Thai, perfect. So I'll select the 10 emails again. So the second technique is to assemble the selected emails into a parent PDF file. This again can be further customized in 3 ways. In the first option, which is the default, each of the email will be converted to a PDF document. That is the portfolio file with the attachment embedded in their original formats. So let's try on. Almost done. So if you go to the attachment section, you'll see there are 10 attachments which are all in PDF, and each of the PDF file, if you see the description column, it will show you how many attachments are there within the PDF file. So this luxury condo offer has 5 attachments, and if you see the 3 attachment, which is the luxury condo information, let's open it up and compare that with the email itself. So the 3 attachment there, and let's see what it shows up in the PDF content. So the same attachment are exported as attachment in the PDF portfolio file. So let's again select the 10 emails and see the second option. Here all the pages of the individual emails and their attachment will be combined and merged into one continuous PDF file. So let's try this. Project B. So let's open it up and see the attachment tab. As you can see, the luxury condo information has 3 attachments. So let's open it up. 3 attachments: Excel document, Word document, and PPT, PowerPoint slide. The first 3 pages are email. 4th and 5th pages are the Excel sheet. The 4 pages are the Word document. And the last 5 pages are the PowerPoint slide. Let's again try the other option. In the last option, the MSC format of the email will be inserted into the final PDF. So let's say project C, and let's open it up, and let's go to the attachment tab. So here all the emails selected in the inbox are in MSC format. You can directly open it from the PDF. There is a warning there. Let's open it up. Many often you might have the need to add emails or the attachment to an existing PDF file. You can easily do so by selecting the email from your inbox, and from the Append to existing PDF drop down, you can choose how the email will appear in the existing PDF file. For instance, you can choose to append the email as PDF pages into the existing PDF file. So choose your existing PDF from your hard drive, select open, and this would add the email as pages to the existing PDF. So let's open the PDF and see. So this is your original content, and this is the email that was added, basically appended, and with it you have 1 2 3 4 5 attachment. 1 2 3 4 5, because the last attachment is a compressed zip file. You have all the child files also included into the PDF. Now let's try the second option. So here we will add the email as PDF pages, and we will embed the attachment in the original format into the existing PDF. So we'll select the project file and Append, and let's open it up. So this is the original content, which is one page, and you have the email content, which is 2 pages. And if you go to the attachment, you'll see the files in their original state. Now let's try the third option. We'll add this email as an attachment in the form of PDF portfolio file. So select the existing PDF file and let's open it up. So here you have only one pages, and if you go to the attachment, you'll see there is the PDF portfolio of the selected email in your Outlook. So if you select this, you'll see the attachment as seen in Outlook. Let's try the fourth option, which is to add the email as an attachment in the form of MSG file. So select the existing PDF file and open it up. Go to the attachment tab, and this is the email in MSG format. If you open it up, you'll see the same email that you have chosen in your Outlook with the same set of attachment. Let's try the last option, which is to transfer the attachment of the selected email to the existing PDF file in their original format. So choose the existing PDF file and open it up. Go to the attachment tab, and you'll see there are 5 attachments, the same set as in your email in Outlook. Email to PDF plugin can be configured to automatically convert incoming new emails to PDF documents. Let's try an example. Click the automation button located in the PDF toolbar. So let's monitor an inbox folder for PDF automation. So for this example, I'll choose Debit Web Inbox, and I want to save the incoming email as a PDF portfolio file, basically a single PDF where the attachments are embedded in the original file type. And I'll choose the destination as samples folder in my desktop, and this is where you can define the name of the PDF that will be created, and it has 5 sections. You can source the name from the email fields, like I can say the first part of the name should be the subject of the email, separated should be a hyphen, the second part should be the sender name, and again the separator should be a hyphen, And the third part should be the receipt time. And I can also customize the name of the attachment. So you can have basically the attachment name is constant. You can have some prefix like the receipt time, creation time, or the size. For this example, I'll just leave as it is. So I'll just say confirm and add and click save. So now the add-in is ready to process any existing emails in this folder to PDF. So I'll just go ahead and say process and generate documents from the items that are already existing in the inbox. Proceed. So if I go to the debit web inbox, I have one email, and if I go here, see the email got generated. Now let's try to send an email into this inbox. So I will just move to one of my existing emails like this one, forward this email to that particular inbox, debit webs, and I'll send it with the attachment intact. It's sent. Now let's go to the debit web inbox and wait for the email to arrive. So this is the email that was forwarded. The attachment are intact, and if you go to the folder, destination folder, you'll see this is the PDF that has been created automatically, and the first part is the subject. The second part between the hyphen is the sender name, and this is the receipt time. So if you open it up, yeah, you have the email body. Because I have chosen the PDF portfolio, so the attachment should be here in this tab. It should be in their original format. So as you see, you can configure the add-in to convert any incoming emails to PDF automatically. So if you're not in your desktop, or you can just leave your Outlook unattended, and the add-in is gonna process all the incoming emails to PDF. When composing a new email or replying to an existing one, a handy feature is the ability of the plugin to automatically convert new attachment to PDF attachment before sending. Let's try with an example by replying to this email and add a attachment like a Word document. As soon as you add it, the add-in automatically performs the conversion of the Word file to PDF versions. And now the email is ready to be sent. You can change the workflow of this PDF conversion under the output settings, attachment to PDF sections, and further down there is an option when adding new attachment to an email. Right now it is configured for automatic conversions of the chosen attachment to PDF. You can choose the second option, which is to prompt the user for confirmation for the PDF conversion. And if the chosen files happen to be a MSC or EML files, which is basically some email files, further options are available where you can save the MSC file to PDF portfolio or convert the attachment to their own PDF files, or combine the pages of all the emails and the attachment into one PDF file, or simply ignore the attachment, or even prompt the user for a choice of the above options at runtime. So let's try it out. Let's insert a MSC file, basically an email file. So now it prompts you if you want to convert this MSC file to PDF. If I say yes, it will prompt me with all the options available. If I choose the first option to convert the email as a PDF portfolio, so similarly, if the chosen file is a compressed GIF file, you can predefine if to convert the documents inside the GIF to their own PDF files, or combine all the documents of the GIF file into one PDF file, or simply prompt the user for a choice at runtime. So let's try adding a compressed GIF file, say this GIF file, and do you want to convert all the files within this to PDF? Yes. So here, I'll choose the second option, which is to combine all the files within the compressed GIF file into one PDF file. So here you have it, the language PDF. If you don't need this feature, you can simply choose nothing, in which case Outlook will simply attach the original file. So now if I choose any file to be inserted, it will simply insert the actual file. Within this output settings, you can enforce finer control over the PDF conversions and output, such as deriving default names of the PDF from the actual Outlook email, apply exemptions to certain file types from being converted into PDF, apply watermarks or company name in the output PDF, or enforce security restriction in the PDF files, like setting a password to open the PDF, or to enable or disable basic features such as adding page number, adding header or footer caption, and customizing the paper size of the PDF. You can also customize advanced PDF features such as having PDF A compliant or generating grayscale version of the PDF, etc. This concludes the demonstration of the Access My Team Email to PDF plugin for Microsoft Outlook. Thank you for watching.